Hey, it's me again. I'm here to show you a little bit of dance hall. Last time was the reggae one drop and steppers, and this time it'll be dance hall. Dance hall is another reggae music that's more for the kids. It's a little bit hip hop style. I think it came out right around the time when rap really got big in New York, and you know, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder all that period of time. But basically it is a triplet fill. A lot of people say one ola, I like to say trip-o-let. Trip-o-let, 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 trip-o-let. A combination played between the kick and the snare, 2 on the kick, 1 on the snare. So a lot of combinations are thrown in there. Unlike old rootsy reggae, it's not played out here on the rim. There's hardly any rim rolls usually, you know. The Marleys like to use them in dancehall beats, but it's played primarily in the middle of the snare. Nice open big hit, and it still has a lot to do with feel, not so much just that you have, which is sets of triplets. Triplet, 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 or you can play it straight. So a lot of times I like to variate, and it depends on the beat, but I'll get on, you know, both hands on the hi-hat. And a lot of variations and fills that you want to throw in there are fine most of the time, unless, you know, it's a breakdown where it's the straight, which is your hi-hat foot coming up as your bass drum foot goes down, and hitting these simultaneously with the kick drum. So it's not a, you know, it's a, and that's when the beat goes from, you know, it'll break. A lot of times they'll do drops like in hip hop, where you know, if the bass player is the one playing alone, usually I'll play just the kick and maybe a little bit of hi-hat. So if the guitar and the keyboards drop out, I'll go from to just. And sometimes, you know, if you can't fill the beat without using your snare hand, just use it. I'll use it on my lap. I've done that my whole career. No one's ever minded. Or substitute this hand for this hand on the hat. And then your hand can stay busy, but you can drop the snare out. And when the keyboards and the guitars stay and the bass goes, I will leave the bass drum out and play the hat and the snare. You know. And usually I'll play the bass drum part with the heel of my hi-hat foot just to fill it. I'm doing it real hard right there, but I'll just kind of give it a, and then to come back in, maybe a, and again I like to play the bell on my hat for embellishment. There's a lot of sounds you can get on a snare drum by hitting it in different places, and a lot of places that you can get different sounds on your hi-hat by hitting it in different places. So I use that a lot of times. Jojo Mayer does a lot of that. So I'll embellish with the hat or the bell. And just to hear what it kind of sounds like with music, because I really don't know what else to say except with any beat, even if it's just a backbeat. If you're just beginning, start throwing something in there. Just one tap here, one tap there, and it'll lead somewhere else, you know. Or when I was really young and I first started playing, I went from, and then I learned to open my hat somewhere in there. So I mean, it's just, and then maybe throw your toms in. Whatever it is, whatever the beat is. Start simple. Maybe add that. Or embellish however you feel fit. A lot of the dance hall is mostly snare drum rolls to go into a change, and they're real dry single stroke rolls. That's what I mean, you know, after a while you'll start learning to throw stuff in there. And so here's what it sounds like with a little bit of music. There you go, that's dancehall.